Okay, so get this. We're going on a deep dive today. And the question we're tackling, it's pretty straightforward.
Oh.
It's, what is data-driven coding?
Yeah.
Simple, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But even questions that seem super basic, they can actually like open up these rabbit holes of fascinating stuff. So that's what we're going to do, like explore this whole world, starting with that simple question.
I like it. And it is a good starting point, to be honest, because data-driven coding, it's a big idea. It's not just like one specific thing.
Right. Not just like one coding language or something, yeah.
Exactly. It's more like a whole philosophy, I guess you could say, for how to approach software development.
Okay, so before we jump into the how, can you maybe like unpack what it actually means to be data-driven when you're coding? Like, what does that even look like?
Basically, it means you're using data to make decisions throughout the whole development process. It's about letting the data guide you. Think of it like a chef.
Okay, a chef, yeah.
A chef who like constantly tweaks their recipes based on what customers are saying, you know?
Right, feedback and stuff, yeah.
Exactly. They're using data. In this case, it's those reviews, people's preferences to make their food better. Yeah. Data-driven cooking.
I like it.
And take it a step further. Imagine that chef also uses data on like what ingredients are in season or what dietary trends are popping up, maybe even regional preferences to come up with totally new dishes.
Wow, that's cool.
That's the power of data, right? It can actually drive innovation, and that's what we're doing in coding too.
Okay, that makes sense. But I do have a question. If we're like putting so much weight on data, does that mean that coders are just like blindly following numbers?
Yes, I see what you mean.
Like, where does creativity fit into all of this?
That's a super important point. And honestly, the thing to remember is that data is just a tool.
Not the boss.
Haha, exactly. It's not calling the shots. Think of it more like a super powerful flashlight.
Okay, a flashlight.
It illuminates the path, shows you where you need to go, helps you as a developer see problems more clearly, write code that's more efficient, and build products that really actually work for people.
So the creativity comes in, like figuring out how to use that flashlight.
Yes. The creativity is all about how you interpret that data, how you apply it, and what innovative solutions you come up with.
So it's about balance, right? Data and human creativity.
Totally. And this is happening all over the place in real-world coding. Take A/B testing, for example.
Okay, yeah, A/B testing.
So you have like two versions of something, could be a website layout or anything really, and you show them to different groups of users.
Right, I've heard of that.
Then you track all these metrics like clicks, how long people stay on the page, conversions, and the data tells you which version performs better.
I get that. I never really thought about it like that, though, as being data-driven coding. It just seems like, A/B testing.
Yeah.
What are some other ways that this data-driven approach is being used?
Oh, tons. Think about machine learning. That's becoming a huge part of this whole thing. Like, imagine using machine learning to actually optimize your code itself.
Okay.
It can analyze like how long it takes different parts of the code to run.
Okay, so like finding bottlenecks and stuff.
Exactly. And then it can actually pinpoint areas that need improvement, which means your software runs faster and more smoothly.
Whoa. So machine learning isn't just about creating algorithms. It can actually make the code itself better.
Yep. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that is really cool. Is there anything else you can tell me about how machine learning and AI are impacting this whole data-driven coding thing?
So many things. I mean, first of all, they can automate a lot of the tasks that developers used to do manually, which frees us up to focus on the bigger, more complex problems.
Right.
But even more than that, machine learning and AI, they can see patterns in data that humans might miss entirely. It's like having a digital detective helping you solve mysteries in your code.
Okay, so to wrap this all up, data-driven coding.
Yeah.
It's basically about taking advantage of data to make smarter choices at every step of the development process.
Absolutely.
We're talking about like better code, products that actually work well, and online experiences that people really enjoy.
Exactly. And the really exciting thing is that these technologies are still developing. I mean, who even knows what kinds of cool new stuff we'll be able to do in the future? We're just getting started.
And that is exactly the kind of thought-provoking stuff I love to end on. So, listeners, while we all wait to see what incredible things come out of this whole data-driven coding revolution, I have a question for you to think about. If code is increasingly shaped by data, what does that mean for the ethics of the technology we're creating? How do we make sure that human values are still baked into the software that's becoming such a big part of our lives? Think about that one.
That's a great question.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.